Alright, I believe we should be pretty close to going live here. And I believe we are, yes, we are, if we can get the commercial to get off. I'm looking at. There we are. Okay, that's done. Alright, if somebody can just let me know that you can hear me. First of all, welcome to T.O.P. Wrestling. Tower of Power Wrestling. Top Wrestling for short. I've had no choice but to start my own federation. And today we are trying out some new talent. Now, hopefully you can hear me out there. If somebody just gives us a quick, hey, I know you're here, and everything's fine, and the sound is fine, because I've had sound problems in the past, but we don't want to do that. But before I announce too much and talk too much about what is going on here, let me just say that it has been an outrage, to put it at best. A complete outrage. And this is a last minute stream, but we decided to try out some talent because now I had to go out and get funding. Yes, funding. Okay? A lot of you know that I do have the power of BGG behind me. That's correct. Board Game Geek. And I had to go, RF, how you doing? I hear you and see you. I had to go out and get funding for this wrestling federation. You don't understand the startup cost that it costs to start a wrestling federation such as this. So I had to use whatever connections I had and go out and talk to all the yes of Board Game Geek. A man I admire and spend a lot of time with when I can, to start this. And the costs were astronomical. First of all, the talent, because we are losing talent to that no good, cheap, unbelievable, low life federation on Monday nights, which is Monday Night Tights. Okay? First of all, I don't even know how the guy gets anybody to watch it, let alone how I get anybody to watch this to begin with. But I will tell you this much. This will not go on for long. Okay? We are here to put a stop to that. So starting on May 18th. That's right, May 18th. Saturday. Wrestling comes back to Saturdays. Okay? After 10 o'clock in the evening on the East Coast, of course. We may do some live if we can afford it due to our budget. Or it will be taped. But either way, wrestling will be back here. And I promise you that much. You will not be disappointed with the talent that we are trying to bring in. Of course, we're trying to pull talent away from that cheap, no good, short, uneducated, monotoned speaking Steve Tower and his rotten bunch of no good, low down, dirty dog wrestlers on Monday Night Tights. I've had it. I had to start my own federation. Like I said, I went out, got it funded. Okay? We have a bunch of talent trying out tonight. We were able to... Brew Geek, how you doing? Saying hi to some of our fans that are just filing in just now to watch some of the wrestling and some of the talent tryout. Oh, Helen Adams, the commissioner. A person that I have a bit of a problem with. Neutral, how you doing? Good to see you. Everybody's starting to file in. That's nice. So, I'll quickly explain. We've started Top Wrestling, otherwise known as Tower of Power Wrestling. Okay? To counteract that bore fest that happens on Monday Night Tights. You will see this on Saturday starting May 18th. It will be a later showing. It'll either be live or it'll be taped. It depends. You know, we're being backed by BGG. I want to thank Aldi for all the money. Oh, this is going to be fun. We hope. First of all, I'd like to introduce you to some of the talent. First of all, starting right off, we have all the way from, where is he from? Smyrna, Delaware? Really? Freakin Stein Jr., who's going to say a few words. He'd just like to say a few words to you all. and he's trying out to see if he can get a spot. We're going to have a world title. We're going to have a Mid-Atlantic title. And we're going to have tag team titles. And that will all be settled over the next 4 or 5 weeks. Oh, listen, Helen throwing down the gauntlet there. Where's the mini painting? Listen, we've got to do some other things behind. You got so many painting videos, Andrew, coming out. Tomorrow you have another Zombicide. Friday you have another. You got another Batman video. On Monday, Hellboy. You got painting videos. You got dragons next week. There's a lot of painting, and I'll do some live stuff too. But I've been forced to come live here. Thanks. I want to thank Board Game Geek for funding this federation, so I can bring in some of this talent. I'm sick and tired of this. Let's go down and find out what Stein has to say. First of all, I'd like to say, Stein, welcome to Top Wrestling, and would you like to say a few words to the crowd? Okay. Stein, you're here to try out. Would you like to say a little thing? Tell us a little bit about where you're from. I believe you're from Smyrna, Delaware. How did you come from there? All right. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Ding. Unbelievable. This is unbelievable. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Freakin Stein Jr. for coming by and saying a few things, I guess. Well, let's take a look at the arena that we bought. We went out and we are actually filming this and doing this live from the historic Luchador arena here in sunny Florida. Signed by one of the greatest luchadors of all time. Unbelievable to have this ring here, and I'm just very excited to have this ring that we can have available to us. That stupid phone won't stop ringing. We're going to talk to another gentleman here who has a few things to say, and hopefully this will go a little bit better, as he's going to be up in our next match, and that is Jimmy Ventura. Jimmy Ventura, who is going to be trying out here tonight. Jimmy, first of all, welcome, and welcome to Top Wrestling. I know you've been courted by those no good, low down, egg sucking dogs over at Monday Night Tights. Tell us why you're here. Well, let me tell you something. I'm here for only one reason. I want money, I want power, and I want the world belt. I want to be the first champion in this federation, and I'm going to make an example of a fine young man who's going to be out there today. Adam 10-8, you ain't got a chance against me. There's not a chance in the world that you have. And I'm going to put a beating on you, and I'm going to take your spot, and I'm going to get my shot at the title. Well, that's good to hear. At least you have more than a syllable to say than Freakin Stein Jr. We welcome you here. Where have you competed? Tell us some of the places that you've been around the world. I've been everywhere around the world. I've done it all. I'm a movie star. I'm as bright as the stars in the sky. And I will tell you right now, I'm going to shine tonight. All right, let's get Jimmy Ventura up into the ring, as he is going to be our favorite tonight here at the world-famous Luchador Stadium. And he will be facing the underdog, Adam 10-8. All right, so we're going to start rolling and get our pre-match festivities started. Let me just get everything set here. We got to remember, we just got the stadium in here, so this it should be interesting, that's for sure. Hey, Pete, Shirley, how are you? So, we are going to roll a dice. Let's go down to the stadium. As you can see, we have Adam 10-8 from Tempe, Arizona, weighing 6'1", 325. That's a big boy. Jimmy Ventura, 6'5", 270. A lean 275, may I say. Our pre-match, we're going to roll. It's going to be a 2. So we're going to go to highlight, reel 0. And I'm going to roll on that, and I will tell you exactly what happens as soon as I can get over there. RSTLMOP. There we go. We're going to roll 2 dice. 10s being the black. Whoops. Hold on here. And that is going to be a 46 there. And 46 says, Hot Box Alley of the underdog. Wrestler irate over hot dogging of opponent. Gets into argument. Increase grade of both ally and underdog wrestler by 1 point. Well, so there. Let me make sure I read that okay. So, the ally and the underdog. Grudge ally. We didn't put our guys out in the grudge arena there. So let's get everybody out there. We're gonna get Kurt and Super Stinger happened to show up. I think he's been double dipping though. He's been kind of all over the place, which is a little disappointing. And who can forget Scary Mary? Scary Mary just increased her whatchamacallit there, and our underdog also went up. So their grudge rating is going to be a 3 for Scary Mary, which we just changed, and Adam 10-8, who's an underdog but an A quality wrestler, his grudge rating is going to be a 6. All right, this could really turn out to be interesting. All right, now that we went through the pre-match festivities, let's get this match underway and really get things going. Again, for those of you just showing up, just to let you know, this federation is right now we're trying out talent, and officially will start on May 18th. Saturday Night Wrestling is back, unlike that garbage that you see on Monday nights, and it is garbage. Okay, who wants to listen to a short, monotone guy all evening when you can listen to Tower of Power Wrestling with yours truly, do-it-yourself kid, Rob Oren. There you go. Let's go down and let's get this match started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn over the card, and it's going to be heavy. Yes, heavy, because we're always going to point it towards you, the camera, and heavy is going to come into play. Does anybody have heavy? And neither one of our wrestlers have heavy, so we're going to turn over another card here. And helped. They do not have helped, or else we would be doing 1 point. Boy, these guys are just going around and around, kind of sizing each other up, wondering, which guy am I going to really do? Next, we're going to turn around and see if anybody could cheat. He goes for a leg takedown, but he slips out of it, and neither one of them have been able to do anything just yet. So, again, they decide to start running and bouncing off the ropes, but neither one of them are agile. So we're going to just keep on going here. And, boy, we are just pulling every card that doesn't fit into either one of these wrestlers. And that's mean. And the crowd is really starting to boo them a bit because nothing's really happened here. I think they're going to the center of the ring here, and they are going to lock up. They seem to be pulling at each other a little bit, waiting to try to feel each other out to see who's going to pull out the very first move, and nobody yet. They break the hold, and they're really feeling each other out. And finally, I think grudged. Wrestler uses gold move. So who has the higher grudge point? Well, that's easy. That's going to be Adam, and Adam uses a gold, which is going to give him 3 points. So basically, a quick rake of the eyes out of complete disgust, because this really got off to a slow start. Let's get some of these cards out of the ring here. We don't want them blocking up all our wrestlers in the ring here. So Adam 10-8 with the underdog getting in a quick move here. And then a kick to the midsection for 2 points. by Adam 10-8. Boy, he's really come on. First, he was feeling out Jimmy Ventura, who talked a bunch of garbage in the beginning of the match. And, boy, right off the bat, he is just putting it onto our friend here and just basically doing what he does best. While Jimmy's on the ground, he walks around and is basically throwing his arms up in the air. Neither one of them have that, and neither one of them have helped either. So that's not going to help anybody. While he's down on the ground, he's getting into an argument with, who does that look like? It looks like Larissa, who's sitting next to the world-famous Pete Shirley from Simon Games. Is it Come On Games now? Simon? I don't know, but it's just too much to even try to figure out at this point. Highlight reel. We're going to go to highlight reel B and see what happens. It looks as if we're going to have to roll on the chart here. Remember the black being 10s, and that's going to be a 25, which is going to... TV camera catches a nasty exchange between the wrestlers, increasing each wrestler's grudge grade by 2 points. So, well, they started talking some major garbage to each other, and their grudge grade just went up. And basically, Jimmy Ventura, who has been on the short end of this, has gone up to a 6. But I hate to tell you, Adam 10-8, he's going up to an 8. Isn't that a breaker 1-9 or something? I don't know. Don't worry about that. Now, after a vicious exchange, wild card. Go to the wild card chart, and we're going to roll. Something has just happened. I'm not too Shirey. Okay, here we go. You know, I'm in the middle of commentary here, and you're gonna correct me about your name. Typical star treatment that P. Shirey wants. What else? I mean, really, come on. This is a 21, and we're going to go to the wild card chart, and here's what's going to happen. Favorite? Well, does anybody have favorite? Yes. Our friend here has favorite. So, 21, if yes, use this result. A succession of blows leaves opponent unable to continue. Wrestler awarded decision and issued grudge match challenge. Go to Hotbox. Hotbox? Wow. So what happened is, while they were talking and exchanging, Jimmy got up and pulled out, I think out of his shorts, a pair of brass knuckles. If I'm checking hold on, I'm trying to get a confirmation here on the monitor over here. Yeah, it looks like he pulled out, there's some kind of foreign object. He decided to hit Adam 10-8 a few times in the head, which seemed to knock him unconscious. And here comes the Queen looking at it, watching me be a complete fool. Yeah, you better get out of here. Yeah, get out of here. We're in the middle of a wrestling match. Jeez. You know, she comes by with a scorecard, you know? Cover some of that up. Somebody get a sheet on her. Jeez. Always in that bikini. Dear God. But anyways, he went down, and a 10 count happened, and it looks like Jimmy Ventura won this match and will proceed and earn a spot on Top Wrestling. He's going to be on the first show of Top Wrestling. Adam was not happy about this, but requests a grudge match. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down and take a look here. We have a grudge match chart, and Adam is requesting a grudge match. We're going to hear from Adam in a moment. Right now, all I'm going to say, this is... the commissioner says, I'm not sure I want to hear about things pulled out of someone's shorts. Relax, Helen. This happens in wrestling all the time. All right, we're going to roll on the grudge match, and it is a 6. A 6, which means normal rules. Wow, we're going to have some things go on, but this is going to carry over. This is actually going to carry over to the first, our very first episode here on Top Wrestling. So without further ado, let's hear what Adam 10-8 has to say. Adam, can you hear me? Adam. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Before we go down to Adam, I just want to say that spying out in the audience is that no good, low down, short, I don't even weigh over 200 pounds, Steve Tower. Let me tell you something about your money. I had to go to Aldi at Board Game Geek and get funding for this entire federation. This federation will start on Saturday because you've been buying up all the wrestlers. I'm going to tell you right now, you're nothing but a punk. I don't know what you're in here trying to scout some more of my wrestlers. I'm going to tell you another thing, Steve Tower. This isn't the end of this. All right? I've gone to great lengths to start this federation up. I've borrowed, begged, and steal. And I'm going to tell you something right now, young man. You're not going to be happy. We're going to spend whatever it takes. I have the power of 2 million viewers behind me. That's right. Board Game Geek with 2 million subscription base. 80,000's on Board Game TV. I am going to bury Monday Night Tights. And I'm going to do it on purpose. I'm going to do it on purpose. Why? Because I'm the best there is. That's right. All right. Now that we've handled the distraction out in the audience, let's find out what Adam 10-8 has to say. Adam, what happened? Why don't you tell us? Are you there? Still there, Adam? Are you still there? Adam, what happened? Can you tell us what happened? There seemed to be a little shenanigans there. Can you tell us what happened? Well, I'll tell you, sir. I was wrestling. I was putting the boots to this fine wrestler, doing things by the law, by the book, as it says in the law of wrestling. And I'll tell you another thing. Next thing I know, I'm looking up at the lights, and that's all I see is lights. I've never been hit so hard in my life, and I really doubt in my life that this would ever happen to me. Now, I've been hit by every punk on the street trying to get away. I've been hit with bullet clubs, chains, pipes, all kinds of things. I've done my time, my hard time of bringing in prisoners, and I've never been hit that hard in my life. So there was something wrong there. He had some kind of object. I'm still trying to remember what my name is. I'm sorry you had to call it so many times, but I'll tell you what. This isn't the end of this. I'm gonna call for an object match. I want a match object for object. No rules. Him and I going at it once and for all. And I like to do it on the first edition of Top Wrestling. Well, I'm going to talk to our commissioner who happens to be in the audience, Helen Adams. Helen is upset with me because I put up too many videos, and her anger is at 6 right now. So I don't know if she's going to facilitate such a thing. Oh, hey, Tina's here. Hold on. There we go. All right. Good to see. Okay. So after hearing from Adam, I think the only thing that we can do is see if Jimmy Ventura is going to accept a match of this type of magnitude. I mean, we're talking about objects all over the place, all over the ring and such. The only thing I can tell you is, let's get it from his words. Is he ready down? Hold on. I'm checking my earpiece here. Yeah, we have him down by the ring. Okay, fantastic. Let's head down and talk to Jimmy Ventura. Jimmy, what happened? Honestly, you were down and out. You're on the mat. And next thing you know, you cold cocked the guy, and and the match is over. I mean, I've never seen anybody get hit. It looked like you had something. I'll be honest with you. I'm trying to beat around the bush here. I'm trying to be objective, but I can't. You had something in your hands. Let's call it for what it is. I had nothing in my hands. My fists are like steel. It's like getting hit with a brick. I grew up on the hard streets of Hollywood Boulevard. And when I tell you my fists are like steel, it's from all the fine manicures that I had on Rodeo Drive. Making sure my hands are as soft as can be, so when I swing them, not only do you get hit with the prettiest hand that you ever seen, you're going to get knocked clear out into another stratosphere by Jimmy Ventura. Jimmy, you're trying to tell me that because you got a manicure that your hands are so soft that you can knock somebody out? That makes no sense whatsoever. That absolutely makes no sense whatsoever. I'm not buying it. I'm going to call shenanigans. Listen, Adam 10-8 wants to have an object match with you on our first edition of Top Wrestling on May 18th. What do you say to the challenge of that he's issued, basically? I don't have to accept that a challenge. I've already beaten Adam 10-8, and I'm looking elsewhere. All I care about is getting myself ready to get that belt wrapped around my waist. 10 pounds of glory wrapped around my waist and gold. Because, let's face it, when you are the champion and you are the best, it brings prestige, it brings money, it brings fame, and everything else, I'll be honest with you, that money can buy. We're going to leave this up to the commissioner. We're going to get an announcement from the commissioner on what she decides is going to be, if this match is going, if she's going to force Jimmy Ventura into this object match with Adam 10-8. So we'll have to see how that finds out by the end of the show tonight. We will definitely have an answer from our commissioner as to whether this match will be booked for May 18th. The start of our television show, which is Top Wrestling. So, wait a minute. Hold on here. Security. We're getting comments from that Steve Tower guy. I don't know who sold him a ticket, but he doesn't belong here. Him and those, a couple of those hooligans from that dirty lowdown. He's looking to buy some of our talent here. I really would like to have him escorted out of here. Him in that cheap show on Monday Night Tights. I'll tell you, I turn it on so I can go to sleep at night. That's how boring it is. But to get away from that, we're going to start with our next match. But first, again, we're going to try to get something out of Freakin Stein Jr. Like I said, he is going to be facing probably one of the most unusual characters that we ever seen. He debuted a week or two ago, and that is, who is this guy? But before we go further, let's see if he's by the ringside. Okay. Yeah, do we have him? Freakin Stein's down there? Okay. Yeah, give him the mic. Yep. Okay. All right. Freakin Stein, listen, this is your chance. This is your big chance. You're going to be going and facing a very tough competitor in Freakin Stein Jr. How about giving us a couple of words and letting us know, how do you feel about an opponent who took out the Stinger, the Super Stinger, not any Stinger, but the Super Stinger. I'd like to hear some comments. I'm not going to tell you what's in this bottle right now. I have 10,000 subscribers. Where's my Godzilla cup? I'll tell you what 10,000 subscriber got me. It got me this whiteboard and all my Godzilla figures put up. There you go. All right. Freakenstein Jr., your father was obviously Frankenstein, and I think he actually said more than what you've said. Can anything? You got anything for us? Okay, so Frankenstein has entered the ring. Let's try to get something out of. Matter of fact, you know, anything would be better than that. I mean, honestly, one of the guys that really is going to really set things apart here. I think he's a very talented guy. He's from parts unknown, and basically, well, I am so lost here. The commissioner's lost. All she has to do is say, yeah, I want the match. I mean, I can't even. We may have to call the commissioner a little bit and try to set her straight and let her know what's going on, because we didn't. And of course, I got a feeling that the anger rating is going to go up because we did not clue her in on what was going on. So we're going to bring Helen's anger rating up to a 7. There we go. We'll call her and we'll set it straight. Anyways, I'm sorry for the interruption. We're waiting for who is this guy to show up for his first interview. What's that? Hello? Yes. Okay, great. We got who's this guy? Who's this guy? How are you? Where are you really from? I mean, parts unknown. I looked on a map and I looked and I looked and I looked and I looked and I looked. And I'll be honest with you, I couldn't find the parts unknown. So, can you tell us where you're from? Anything? Can you? I mean, obviously, who are you? Can you tell us who you are? I mean, this is going to be the second show on the road. Do you absolutely? Do you have a manager? Do you have anybody that can speak for you or let us know what's going on? All right. Boy, this is a great show, isn't it? Boy, I'm going to fill that bottle with something. That's for doggone sure. So, after that bunch of promos, I guess you're really going to want to watch Top Wrestling on May 18th debuting. It'll be a weekly show every Saturday night. We are the Outlaw Mud Show promotion that is backed by the most powerful of all powers, and that is Board Game Geek. Because honestly, who works with Board Game Geek? Who's a part of Board Game Geek? I went to the top to get some money because we're going to put that low down, egg sucking dog Steve Tower out of business in that Monday night. And we may start our own Monday Night Wars. That's the way I feel about it. I've about had enough of this clown. Okay, so anyways, let's go to our pre-match and let's introduce some people here. First of all, we have, who is this guy? He's coming from parts unknown because we can't find it on a map. And he is 6'3", 275 pounds. And from Smyrna, Delaware. 300 pounds, 6'2", Freakin Stein Jr. Woo-wee. Are we going to get it on real soon? We're going to do our pre-match roll. So what do we do? What do we get? We're going to get a 3. So we are going to be checking on the chart. Let's just check some of the things. The commissioner asking, do you really want to stay? Do you want to see that match between Jimmy Ventura and Adam 10-8? Well, that's up to you guys. I heard Aldi of BGG is going to be a heel manager. You never know. You never know. Them is fighting words. That's the best you got for me, Steve? Steve, you better start cutting some promos on Monday night, bro. Before you know it, your ratings are going to be falling, and the next thing you know, they're going to be watching this Outlaw Mud show, and that's for sure. All right, so let's go down to our highlight reel, and our highlight reel is going to be 0. And we are going to roll 2 dice. Of course, the black dice being the 10s, and we're going to roll a 65. Wow. Wow. Celebrity 2 fawns over the favorite wrestler, reducing the wrestler's grudge grade by 1 point. Woo! Well, it looks like Helen Adams and Kabuki Kid were smooching up on who is this guy. People do like mysterious men. So it is true. Tall, dark, and mysterious wins every time, but it cost him a grudge rating. Unbelievable. Okay, I think Rob has hit his stride with this crazy venture. Very entertaining. I would love to hear this mentioned on after further review. Great idea for a collaboration. Listen, I ain't collaborating. I'm taking that boy out of business. Out of business, as in the business. You got to know the business to be in the business. All right, so there we go. There's our pre-match. Folks, here we go. This is a big match. These two guys are already locked in. They already have positions in Top Wrestling due to their popularity on the independent scene. We were able to lock them up. Again, I want to thank Aldi for getting these contracts done. We got these guys locked in, even though Mr. After Further Review is in here trying to steal talent. I'm telling you another thing. Now, my broadcasting partner, the Tiger, we're not too sure if we're going to have him in here. But before this match, we do have a commercial that we have to do because we are sponsored by Play.com. And they're the makers of History Maker Baseball from Play.com. Check it out. We're going to be doing a live play and a review of this fantastic game. Check out all the great sport games at Play.com. Which the Tiger will be helping me on a play-by-play of History Maker Baseball. After all, he is a Tigers fan. Okay, let's get this match going. You guys been waiting for it, and let's go. All right, so we have our two opponents in here. They are walking around, taking a look at each other. Freakin Stein, really not terribly fast. But who is this guy is really showing who he is. So, whoa! Right off the bat, a TV move. It's going to be by our TV move. TV move is going to be, oops. If it's a tie, I believe that we go by grudge rating. If the grudge rating, the favored wrestler gets it, and we're going to go by his D rating. So he is going to do 1 point of damage to our underdog wrestler. So a rake of the eyes by who is this guy? I don't know what it is with raking of the eyes today, but that seems to be a popular move. Wow. It looks like Freakin Stein he's grimacing. Let's see if we can hear him. Can we get a mic down there? Yeah, he's definitely grimacing. Next is going to be Cheat. Which our favorite wrestler has, and of course, our favored wrestler has, but he is going to use the cheat option, which means he cannot use the favorite option. And he's going to, after he raked the eyes, he drops down to a knee and a shot right into the bolts of Freakin Stein Jr., and that is going to cause 2 points of damage. Ouch! And Freakin Stein is going to drop to a knee. Wait a minute, we have a distraction out in the audience. Security is pulling Steve Tower out, and he says, I'm out of here, but you haven't heard the last of me. Unbelievable. After further review with Steve Tower, bye-bye, buddy. Hit the bricks, pal. All right, back to our match. Really, Freakin Stein is really reeling, and the favored comes out, but we did not choose favored. We choose cheat, so we can't. Who is that guy? Cannot use that ability. So he's got him down, and who is this guy? Is just standing over him, looking at him in a very weird way. Honestly, we have powerful though. And Freakin stands to his feet. They both have powerful. Their grudge rating is the same. But it comes down to who is losing at this moment. And Freakin, who is very powerful, grabs who is this guy by the throat and choke slams him down to the ground for 3 points. Whoa, that is some power. Woo! Let me tell you something. He picked him up like he was a rag doll. That shows you this Freakin, he must be made of a lot of different parts of a lot of different people. And we're going to go right to a TV move, which if it's tied, okay, we have no underdog. The grudge points are the same. It is going to go to the favored wrestler yet again, and no points are aware a knee bar. He actually tried to grab the knee that he injured. Well, he didn't injure his knee. He actually hit him in the bolts, but he dropped down to a knee, and he might have twisted a knee. He went to try to grab a knee bar on him, but that did not work. Unbelievable. I really don't think, I'm really kind of shocked at that. Rob German asks, I would like to see wrestlers walk out with walkout music. Well, we have copyright things. I don't know how that's going to be, but I'll be honest with you. We'll see what we can do about getting some music. Both men get to their feet. They're both stunned. Favored. Neither one of them are. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yes, Freakin Jr. is favored. So he's going to. How is a man that size going to do what he just did? He drop kicked his opponent into the ropes, doing 2 damage to the. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Unbelievable. Next is Smart, which neither of them are, because they are actually fighting each other, and both of them are huge men. I don't consider that a smart move whatsoever. Quick. Who is Quick? Well, who is this guy is Quick. And after that unbelievable drop kick, he's going to smash right into the ropes and come off and clothesline Frankenstein. And he's reeling right now, and that's going to do 2 points of damage. Boy, this is a close match here. And next is going to be an object. An object. Oh, yes. And who is this guy? Here we go, reaching into our shorts. While he was staggering from that clothesline, he reaches into his shorts and takes... What's he doing? Right into his throat, whatever that object was, and does 1 point of damage. Unbelievable. I can't... Wow. And he slips it, but the ref didn't see it. He puts it back into his tights. Thank God he didn't put it in his mouth. Smart. Neither one of them are smart, like I said. Let's be honest. They are fighting in this ring against each other. And, I mean, who wants to fight Frankenstein and this other guy has a mask on? Let's be honest. Here we go. Powerful. Both are powerful. Both have the same grudge rating, but the underdog is going to get that. And while he was choking, he decided to punch in the midsection for 1 point to who is this guy. Boy, this is a very close match. I really don't know who's going to win this one. These are 2 huge, powerful men really going at it in the center of the ring. Unbelievable. I'm just unbelievable. All right, so we've got another TV move. And what's going to happen here is... whoa, because he goes for an armbar, but it slips. And he's going to lose a point, actually. Our favorite wrestler, who is favored, is going to lose a point and is actually the underdog, is close to having problems here. Quick. Who's Quick? Well, I'll tell you who's Quick. Who is this guy is Quick? Because right after that unbelievable armbar that failed, he decided to go off the ropes and come up with a running suplex slam where he just grabbed him by his shorts, picking up all 300 pounds and slamming him to the mat for 3 points. Wow. What a fantastic move. Boy, we need to see that on replay later. And next is going to be Heavy. So he gets back up unaffected and grabs who is this guy, who is no small guy at 6'3", 275, and brings him into a bear hug, doing 2 points of damage. And we are in a dead heat here, folks. This is going to go down right to the end. Was there any blading? No blading yet. Agile. Is anybody agile? No, these guys are big physical guys, and they are not quick whatsoever. Still locked into that bear hug and really having a tough time. The ref checks his arm once and nothing has happened. Favorite, wow, he's squeezing even harder, checks his hand again and does 2 points of damage to who is this guy? The Freakin Stein is really coming on strong here. And wow, we're going to go into a TV move, and he gets out of the bear hug and goes into a face driver. So basically a front suplex, and no effect on Freakin Stein, who just gets right up and does it again. So completely shocked, he bounces off the ropes, hits Freakin Stein with a clothesline, and again, no effect. He's standing there. It's like he's being powered, like he's getting electricity through his body. Unbelievable. And he's playing to the crowd, and the crowd is going wild, and he tries to use his smarts, but he doesn't have any. And here we go, and both of them have strong. But because their grudge level is evil, it goes to the underdog, who is this guy at this moment, who is losing the match at this point. And what's he trying to do? It looks like Freakin Stein went to go for a wrist lock, but he broke the wrist lock and reversed it, doing 1 point of damage. Oh, this is close. Folks. And oh my goodness, we both have strong here. So it's going to go to the tiebreaker, which would be who is this guy who winds up that wrist lock and then turns it into a it looks like he grabs him by the bolts and brings his top of his head onto his chin, doing 2 points of damage. That 2 points is going to result in a pinning attempt. He's going to jump on top of Freakin Stein, who has a B rating. And remember, our black is 10s. If he rolls anything between a 54, so it's 1. 55, 2. Oh no. Is he going to get 3? 21. No, he just kicks out. Woo! Wow. That was a close call for Freakin Stein, who was completely stunned by being great. It looks like those bolts are a weakness for Freakin Stein. Unbelievable. So we're going to go to grudge points. And because it's a grudge point, well, they're both tied with their grudge points, and that's because who is this guy was flirting too busy with Kabuki Kid and Larissa out in the crowd, and he lost some of his grudge and some of his will. But we're going to have a bronze attempt here, which means that the underdog will get the move. Bronze is 2 points, which means there's a pinning attempt. It looks as if a rake of the eyes and a low blow from Freakin Stein, who seems to be power charged, is going to, that's the way it looks. He's going to go for a pin attempt on who is this guy who has a D rating. So the only way he can kick out is anywhere from 11 to 16. So, oh, he gets it on the. He just kicks out. He was just too strong. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What a close match. Grudge! And it's going to go to the underdog, which is a silver attempt. Oh, actually, that would have been... Oh, yeah, okay, that's right. So a silver attempt, which is going to be 2 points. 1, 2, because who is this guy is the underdog. He goes for another pin attempt. What did... I'm trying to see on the replay. I was looking outside there. What the heck did he do? Who is this guy? Pulled something out of his trunks once again, hitting him in the bolts. And here we go. He has a B rating. Let's see if he gets the pin attempt. Oh, it's a 1. Remember, he needs anything from an 11 to 26 to kick out. And, 23. He barely kicks out at 2. Unbelievable. This is going to be close, folks. Helped! Helped! Who is helped? Is anybody helped? Yes. Helped. We're going to go to Real G. Oh, no. Right at the critical point of this match. Real G. What happens? Oh, my, oh, my, oh, my. Oh, my. I've seen some things, but this has been a heck of a match here, folks. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Where's real? Okay, hold on. There we go. Real G. 10 being the black, so here we go. We're going to roll on highlight Real G, and it's a 31. Ring damage as gang members throw opponents out of the ring. Restart match as a grudge match. Unbelievable. This match has been stopped, and we're going to have to restart this match as a grudge match. But this match is going to have to start at our first event on May 18th on our first TV program. This is on automatic. We're going to have a rematch between Who Is This Guy, Frankenstein Jr., and Who Is This Guy. Hey, that was a heck of a match. It was very close. Gang members, it looks like they were working for Who Is This Guy. Came in and attacked Freakin Stein, who was about to deliver the finishing blow. I can't believe what the heck just happened. It looks like Freakin Stein has a little weakness there on his bolts. Let's go to Who Is This Guy and see if we can get some comments on what just happened. Who were those guys that was with Who Is This Guy? That's what I want to know. Hey, what happened there? I mean, again, this guy just doesn't say anything. We need some answers. First of all, you're from parts unknown. Who are you? You bring in these bunch of guys that climb from underneath the ring, interrupt the match, causing a grudge match, which we're going to roll on the chart to find out what the first match, and that is going to be the opening match. The commissioner just agreed to it. We're going to call the commissioner in a minute. And we're going to start our program on May 18th for Top Wrestling. That's right, Tower of Power Wrestling. Better than that cheap ripoff who is trying to buy out our company. Thank God we have Aldi from BGG powering Top Wrestling, the best pro wrestling today. Remember, Saturday night, May 18th, Saturday Night Wrestling is back again. Yeah, we're one of those outlaw mud shows, but let me tell you something. We're going to bring some heat, and we've got a grudge match starting right off with Who Is This Guy? So again, I'm going to ask Mr. Who Is This Guy? Hey, who are the guys that were underneath the ring? Where are they from? Because obviously they're from unknown. The crowd is absolutely upset. I can't believe what we're seeing here. What's going on? Listen, you're not saying anything, so we're just going to move on. Let's see if we can get a comment finally from Freakin Stein Jr., who seems a little groggy at this moment. Let's see if we can get something out of him. He's pretty banged up. Hopefully we can get a comment from him. Anything will do right now. Freakin Stein, what's up? I know that had to hurt. You're obviously groggy from getting hit on the top of the head. It seems that those bolts on the side of your neck seem to be a weakness, because when Who Is This Guy went after him, you weren't as charged up as you used to be. Well, if anybody can make that out, I really appreciate it. Number one, I'm going to need a drink after doing that for a while. So, I want to thank Frankenstein for coming by. Hopefully he can get a manager. Maybe we can get a couple words out of him. Wow, have we seen it all here at Luchador Stadium here? Of course, signed by our world-famous Luchador. Luchador Stadium, a historic event. Just a historic arena. We've seen so many things happen over the years, and I just consider us very lucky to have this stadium at hand. Well, we've done a whole hour, but first, before we go off the air, it's time to get our commissioner on the air. So maybe we can find out if she is going to okay the match between, yeah, you got it, Adam 10-8 and Jimmy Ventura. Let's see if we can get a hold of her. She is a very busy woman who is working with Aldi from Board Game Geek to sign more talent to bring in here at Top Wrestling. We promised that we were going to give you the very best of wrestling. None of this high price. We believe in fist, not flips, and that's for sure. And we are definitely going to give you the best that we can each and every time. Right now, I'm getting a busy signal from our commissioner, Helen Adams, a very busy woman. I know that she's going to be bringing more and more. You're going to see the ladies also on the opening card. We have a women's championship that we're going to be fulfilling. And this is just a very exciting time for Top Wrestling. Oh, wait a minute. I think we were able to get through. Let's see if we can get the commissioner on. Let's turn up the volume so we can hear her.
Hello.
Hello, Commissioner. How are you? Great to hear from you.
I don't know about that.
Well, the commissioner's not happy. Her anger rating is obviously a 7. We are actually bothering the commissioner. But, Commissioner, can we sanction that grudge match between Adam 10-8 and Jimmy Ventura?
Absolutely. I mean, when we have things going on that we can't see, I don't see how we can stand that. We certainly need to make sure that this can be a better match. And I think the young man gets a chance to redeem himself.
Yeah, especially after the fact that Jimmy decided to pull something out of his shorts. I'm not sure what it was, but
I don't want to know what came out of Jimmy's shorts.
None of us want to know what came out of Jimmy's shorts, but I can promise you this. Wait a minute. Hold on here. We've got Jimmy Ventura down at the ring screaming and yelling, wanting some airtime. Commissioner, thank you so much for sanctioning this match. I'm looking forward to it. May 18th, you're going to want to be here. I don't know if it'll be live or taped. It depends on the funding that we're able to get. We're just very lucky to have Aldi from Board Game Geek. Since I am part of Board Game Geek, remember, go there. Subscribe to Board Game Geek TV if you have not. Go and subscribe to Board Game Geek website. Over 2 million board gamers and people subscribe to probably one of the best channels you'll ever be, and that's how we get our funny, because we have the best backer in the world, and I want to thank him once again for helping us afford such an expensive and historic arena such as Luchador Arena that we have. Commissioner, thanks a lot. Jimmy's really throwing some chairs and stuff like that. I have to go. We have to see what Jimmy has to say. Thank you, Helen. Mm-hmm. Oh, you can say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Well, it's very cranky. Anger level 7. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You got him mic'd up? Okay. Great. Fantastic. Jimmy, you're obviously upset. The commissioner says that obviously we are going to have a rematch, and it is going to be a grudge match, a no holds bar match with objects all sprued across the ring. What are your thoughts on this, Jimmy? Tell us what you think. I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to have this whatsoever. This is ridiculous. I'm money. I'm made of money. My pedicure is more than what Scott Alden paid for this entire cheap federation. I'm telling you right now. Board Game Geek or not, behind you. I'm not going to tolerate this. I came here for one reason. For the title. I want the top title. Not that cheap title on Monday Night Tights. I want the top title. I want it all. And now I am presented with this roadblock. And now the commissioner's against me. This federation's against me. This is something I am not going to tolerate. Hey, Jimmy, hey, listen. You're the one that pulled whatever that was out of your trunks and used it on Adam 10-8, completely dazing him and knocking him senseless. You caused your own problems. We went to the replay. We played it over and over during this episode, and it looks like you had something in your hand, and I'm telling you right now, there is just no way that you're going to get out of this. You're not going to be able to run roughshod in this federation by cheating. If you want to wrestle here, you can, but I'll tell you something. We're just not going to have this kind of behavior whatsoever. I had nothing in my trunks. Why would I put anything in my trunks? And let me tell you something. Okay? I'm going to lay it right on the line. My masseuses cost more than that cheap, stinking, beer-soaked ring that I have to put my dainty feet in. I'll tell you something. The next time I walk in this ring, there better be rose petals all throughout it. So my feet do not touch some of the scum that has been in what you consider a historic arena. I just consider a garbage pit. Fine. Grudge match? No problem. Objects? No problem. But I promise you one thing. And I promise you well. You are going to find out. And you are going to see who and what I am. And why I am the number one contender. Hollywood, California, that's where I may be from. But I'm bringing the hard streets. And I'm bringing it here to Top Wrestling. And that, my friend, you can rest assured. I've said enough. My time's too valuable. It's been your pleasure. Wow, those are some harsh words from Jimmy Ventura. We're running a little bit over, but we definitely want to hear what Adam 10-8 has to say. He's got the match that he wants. I know he's pretty excited about this, but you know, when you are facing an obviously high caliber wrestler like Jimmy Ventura, I gotta ask you, Adam 10-8, did you bite off a little bit more than you can chew asking for this rematch? Well, I'll tell you something, sir. I've spent 15 years in Tempe, Arizona, abiding by the law, keeping the peace, and doing things what I feel is right, and facing insurmountable odds. Jimmy Ventura is a fine athlete. A fine athlete. But I'm not going to allow myself to be hit the way I was. Knocked out cold by a foreign object. Cheated. Laws broken. I'll tell you right now. I'm coming, and I'm bringing the long arm of all, and I'm going to wrap it around your neck, Jimmy. And Jimmy, you're going to submit. You're going to be put out by my sleeper hold. And I promise you, when you wake up, maybe your masseuses, maybe all your fine wine and dining in Hollywood, California, will bring you back. Because that's where you belong. You don't belong in this time-honored ring that is graced and been around. And I'll tell you, I'm going to make a name for myself here in Top Wrestling. I guarantee you, I'm going to give everything I got. I'm going to do it for you, all you fans out there, all you wonderful people. Just stick with me. I promise you, the top championship will be mine. Wow, there you have it. Whew. I mean, that is quite a bit. And boy, have we had an exciting hour here on the tryout for Top Wrestling. We've had a couple of matches here, but boy, have they been a doozy. And boy, have we filled an hour. Remember, we are sponsored by Play.com, the makers of, you got it, tons of great games. You're going to want to pick up History Maker Baseball. The Tiger and I are going to be doing play-by-play on this, and we're going to be showing you how this plays. And let me tell you, this is a fantastic experience. If you like face-to-the-mat wrestling, I promise you, you're going to like History Maker Baseball. A really fantastic game. Go to play.com and check it out. They've got football, golf, hockey, anything that you can, the soccer, lacrosse, all fantastic games and fantastic experiences. Easy to play, easy to learn, but tough to master. Play.com. Get the very best. Well, there you have it, folks. We've had another exciting thing using the system of Face to the Mat. Make sure you check it out at play.com. I want to thank our sponsors, BGG, for all the fantastic work that they've done putting into the very expensive arena that we have. I'm your host, Rob Horn. We've had an exciting hour and 10 minutes. I'll tell you guys, everything has been absolutely fantastic. I want to thank everybody. Right now, we'll take any questions that you guys may have, or we'll take a look at some of the comments before we sign off. It's been one heck of a ride, but I'll tell you this, and I promise you, we're going to give you guys, some of you guys over in the EU, a chance to win a copy of some of these games. That is for sure. We're gonna bring some in, and we're gonna be giving some away in the coming weeks. Stick with us, come back, and I promise you we'll take care of the postage and everything to make sure that some of you get a chance to get a chance to play this fantastic game. And if you guys haven't checked it out, check out their website. It's absolutely fantastic. You're really going to enjoy it. I believe that there's a way that maybe you can even get this where you can download it. I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to ask Steve on that one, or Keith Avalon, who is the person. You could shoot him an email and see if you could possibly get it where you can download it. Well, then again, that would they probably wouldn't allow that. Well, that was a try anyways. But email them, see what, maybe if there's a way that they can get it to you a little quicker. You can email him at info@play, that's PLAAY.com. And he could talk to you. I'll tell you, we've got a lot of things going on. Make sure you check out the Top Wrestling. We found Tina. We angered Helen. And Larissa was in the audience and actually cost Who Is This Guy the match. So it's been an exciting hour. And I've really enjoyed it. Guys, we'll be back. We've got so much going on this week. I think you're really going to enjoy what we have. We're going to be playing some games. We got some painting videos the rest of the week. I think you guys are really, really going to enjoy what we have going forward. And, hey, what can I say? I'm exhausted, and we've had a great hour of wrestling, and I rest assured it's going to be better, as we're going to be doing this starting every week, May 18th. Some of it will be live, some of it will be taped, but I think you'll really enjoy what's going on, and some I'll be able to put in some special effects maybe, like I know how to do that. Will the Undead Viking be a heel manager? Well, first of all, we have to get him to grace the squared circle here on Top Wrestling. You got to remember who the Undead Viking is. He's too good for something like this. There are certain things that are just plain beneath him, but I can tell you this: if we can shake and rattle him out, we would. I'm going to have to talk to Aldi, see if we can afford a contract, to see if we can get him even on the show. Our budget's very small, and we're going to do everything that we can. Please be sure to check out definitely every Monday night Monday Night Tights with Steve Tower on After Further Review. Steve's a great guy. But I'm just saying that so you can see. I can maybe get some of you to actually check out that cheap program. The main reason being is I want you to see the difference. There's wrestling and then there's wrestling. And if you are a true wrestling fan, you're going to want to come here every Saturday night and check out Top Pro Wrestling here on Rob's Tabletop World, the one place for true outlaw mud show wrestling. There you have it. That's it. And all I can say to you is all of you be good to each other and be good to someone. And you will find that not only will it make you feel good, it makes somebody else feel good. And as I always say to all of you, to the world you may be one person, but to one person you may be the world. And I can promise you this, that all of you are the world to me. I hope you'll join us on the 18th. And stay tuned for some other live events that we'll be doing the rest of the week. You guys are absolutely the best. And I will tell you something that we are just absolutely enjoying this. And I'm enjoying it. And I'm just enjoying it. All the content that we are giving out. We will be putting up on this board, as you'll be seeing during vlogs. You'll see upcoming stuff for the week. That way you can plan. You can write some things out. We'll point everything out. And, of course, we'll always be checking the Helen meter and how many days it takes us to contact Tina. Don't forget also behind me that you can go and register for paint class in St. Louis, Missouri to see me live. And I'll be doing 3 paint classes on June the 1st. Now, also, we'll be doing a streaming live event there. For those of you that can't make it, and we are going to be giving away some massive games from Miniature Market. I am telling you, it doesn't matter where in the EU you are, or here in the United States, Canada, or anywhere. It doesn't matter. We're going to be playing the Dice game live from Miniature Market, and we'll be on for about an hour and a half. And that whole hour and a half, we will be doing nothing but giving away prizes to you that cannot be there for our painting class June 1st at Miniature Market Retail Store. You can sign up on the site for our class. Check their Facebook. That will give you instructions on how to sign up. It's first come, first serve for those of you in the Missouri, St. Louis area. Until next time, it is your old pal Rob. And for the Tiger who didn't make it this week, maybe you guys got to put in the comments if you like to have the Tiger here as a co-announcer. I think that would be kind of interesting. Maybe we should try the Tiger out and see if it works or not. Maybe he's the Bobby Heenan of wrestling announcers. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Who knows? We'll figure it out. We're doing things and we're growing one bit at a time, but we don't want to grow too fast. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.